Peace and many blessings, everyone. Hello, hello, my wonderful divine peoples. Happy, way belated Thanksgiving, lunar and solar eclipses, new moon. Happy upcoming full moon, holidays, and New Year's. I'm sorry it's been a while since I left any messages. I've been really busy helping healers like you. A lot of people are wakening up and adjusting to their gifts, their spiritual gifts. That is meant to basically that is meant to help the collective humanity. So a lot of people are opening up to that, adjusting to it. As you and I both know, once you realize your lane, the key thing is learning how to stay in it and adjusting to that lane. So a lot of healers are opening up, and I am so grateful because now more so than ever, especially for 2022, all healers are going to be called to help the collective. You basically to stay grounded and to really acknowledge their truth, to operate the fifth chakra amendment, I like to call it. So a lot of people are being called, but of course, before you're able to help anybody, you have to help yourself first. And so I've been really busy with people, other healers. So, and I do want to take this moment to thank you, the healer, for holding space for a lot of people that are going through changes, going through their awakening process. I know that it can be a lot. So I just want to remind you guys to make sure that you do take time for self-care, self-awareness, of course, okay? Pay attention to any triggers, because I don't care how far along you are as a healer, any trigger still invites, it invites for self-reflection. We're always a work in progress. If any healer tells you that they're 100% complete, run. I'm kidding. No, I'm not kidding, but you know what I mean. So thank you so much for all that you do. The message is that 2020 is going to be a very interesting year, to say the least. And a lot of people are going to go through their wake up moment, their moment of truth, I always like to say, where they operate that fifth chakra amendment of self expression, where if something doesn't feel right to them, they would roll with it. If they want to express something, they would say it instead of remaining silent and really suppressing their emotions. The 2022 year, it's already began, but more so than ever, it's really all about not suppressing what you feel, but truly expressing it, and walking to the beat of your own drum instead of other people dictating how you should beat your drum. Okay, it's being who you really are and being comfortable in that skin. So a lot of people are going to wake up to that, and they're going to need healers such as you, such as me. But I help you healers, okay? So 2022 is going to invite quite a bit. So it's so important that you stay grounded. Astarius Miraculi had a very powerful message. If you don't follow him, please take the time to follow him. His name is Astarius Miraculi. If you could go into his YouTube page and look up Uranus Saturn square, he had a very powerful message that will explain quite a bit of why I'm doing this right now and why my message to you is to stay grounded. It's so important to stay grounded and really practice self-care, self-expression. But understand that this is an incredibly auspicious time. This is a time to really be excited about. But of course, with any type of change, there's always chaos in that in between. And so that's what we're going to kind of approach, is that chaos, but it's looking at the bigger picture of it. It's recognizing that it is all part of a shift. Whenever we have to move from one place to another, there's always that chaos in between. Whenever we want to make a major shift or move, whether it's a career change or a relationship change, any type of big change, there's always some kind of chaos in between, because there's that void of, okay, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to roll with it. And sometimes it creates that kind of anxiety and uncertainty. So look at it as, a rebirth. I mean, the example that I always like to use is when a woman is in labor. There's a lot of pain that's associated with it, big changes with the body, all that stuff. But for a fact, or a pregnant woman or a man that is in partnership with a pregnant woman knows that it is all part of the process. It's all part of that birthing process. So I want you to look at the big changes that way, that it's all part of the birthing process. And so with that, I want to play my bowls, and the combination of bowls that I'm going to play right now is D sharp, which is the sacral chakra, which is the divine feminine creativity, but it also is the hub, one of the hubs of emotions as well. Okay, sometimes it's the place where a lot of guilt, shame, or frustration can lie. I'm also going to play the F sharp, which is the high heart chakra, which is the thymus chakra, which is, I always say, is the main hub of the immune system. And a lot of times, the high heart or the heart chakra has a lot to do with, grief, sadness, depression, but also over responsibility, caretaking issues, so it'll help balance that. And then the other bowl that I'm going to play for you is the A sharp, and the A sharp is the third eye chakra. So it's your vision, your perception. So all three bowls, this prescription that I have here, just invites for self-awareness. It allows for you to be in groundedness, it allows for stability, feeling that safety, knowing that you are able to pursue your vision, okay? And also to help balance any emotional discord that you have going on right now. So what I want you to do for me is go ahead and close your eyes. And I want you to take a few deep intuitive breaths. So whenever you breathe in, it'll be at a count of 4 all the way in. And when you exhale, I want you to do it at a count of 8. All right, and I want you to do that a few times. And that'll bring you into a wonderful relaxation. And if you want to add on to it, imagine yourself breathing in chi energy or white golden light energy. Just allowing that energy to saturate your entire body. And whenever you exhale, any type of gray, imagine that gray. The gray would be any type of stress or strife that you may be feeling, any anxieties, anything that's an emotional weight. I want you to imagine exhaling all that out. And I want you to do that a few times as I play my bowls. just like a security blanket. Knowing that you are safe, you are sound, you are all that you've ever wanted to be. Even if you feel you're not quite there, it still exists in the ethers. So it's there for you to grab. Peace and many blessings, everyone. If you want a private session, I do offer private sound sessions. I also do Reiki sessions where I incorporate sound. And if you go into my website, milagroswellness.com, you will see all that I do. Peace and many blessings, everyone. Remember to breathe. Namaste.